You know when you wake up one day and it just hits you all of a sudden that, yeah, you're in your mid-30s, even though you still feel 22. But it's just something that you simply acknowledge and then move on with your day. Guys, I'm here to tell you that going back to school in my 30s has been the best decision I've made. Some days you're in class wondering, what the fuck have I done?
My skin is flaking off. I hate January.
But overall, spending your energy focusing on your career at this age is the most aligned that you've felt. Anyone? Okay, maybe this was too specific. No, I actually don't think it's just me. One of the most rewarding parts of sharing this journey on YouTube is seeing how many of you are doing the same thing, getting a second degree or pursuing some sort of higher education later in life. It's really never too late to change your mind and figure out a way to get on a new path.
Oh, which ones? These ones probably go better, but I kind of feel the cherries today. Damn. My eggs went bad. A long time ago. Maybe I'll just get a bagel on the way in. I'm drinking this kefir. I feel like on my first day of fall semester, last semester, that was a big day because it was my first day of school, first day of this whole journey, and now I'm like, it's just another day. I'm like, do I have everything set up? Do I have everything I need? I'm also kind of lying to you guys because today's not the very first day. We had school on Monday, which was a remote day because we had a blizzard here in New York City. All the classes were over Zoom, and one of my classes even got canceled. And the nice thing is I've set my schedule up so intentionally. Besides Monday, today's my only day of classes. So, woohoo! So hopefully we'll get up to more in this video than just school. I want to keep a nice balance here on this channel. Gosh, I just have so much to fill you in on. Yeah, let's have a seat. I'll have to leave for a little bit. So basically, I've been a little cryptic about the classes I'm gonna take because for a while I didn't have everything solidified and I wasn't very 100% sure yet. Basically, if you're new here, last semester I learned that I really do love math. And I'm going to Baruch College, by the way. It's one of the CUNY schools. It's like affordable education for people who live in New York. So I found that I really loved it. I ended up getting an A in the class, and I found out last minute that I actually needed to get an A in the class because I was chatting with my professor. He told me that I wasn't signed up for the best class for what my major is. Initially, I was signed up for computer science at Baruch. It's a new major. Sorry, I'm wording this really badly. Let me provide a visual. So last semester, I took college algebra, and the class that naturally follows college algebra, we will call it Pre-Calc 1. Because Baruch is a business school, most students in college algebra are following the business path, and Pre-Calc 1 aligns heavily with that. When I spoke to my professor last semester when we were registering for spring courses, I told him about my intended major, and he suggested that I switch to, let's call it Pre-Calc 2. That's a better fit for STEM students because it fleshes out concepts more in depth to better prepare us for the extended math that we'll be taking. It's not recommended that students take Pre-Calc 2 after college algebra because it's much more difficult and faster paced than Pre-Calc 1. So the department required that I get a strong A in college algebra to be considered for that. And I did, so they let me in the class. I don't think they have many students looking to pursue computer science who are starting from zero with math. These students have like had years and years built up to just be able to jump right into a program like that. I started completely over with my math, and in August I was like relearning multiplication and long division. So right now I'm kind of in prerequisite hell, I call it, because I can't really take any focused courses yet because I don't qualify for them. However, that ended up being a good thing. The whole point of like doing a bachelor's degree all over again is that I get this time to experiment and try out different avenues of things. And I ended up qualifying for a more difficult math class that is geared more toward engineering. And I'm feeling like that's a better fit for me than more of the computer science stuff. So I'm not sure which vein of engineering I want to like end up pursuing, but right now, again, we're just in prerequisite land, so there's no need to really have all the answers yet. Of course, I'm a Virgo. I love to have all the answers right up front, but we don't need to. We can take our time. I'm the only one in the class, I guess, that took this path. So that's kind of cool, I guess, but I get the exact same teacher this semester, and my first class on Monday, I was already like on Zoom, like speaking up, like some of it's review this week, but I'm excited to be there in person. That's a long-winded answer, but I feel like that was important going into today. And today I have 3 classes, one that starts at an hour and a half, so I should probably be going. It's my Spanish class. It's my second semester of Spanish. The last semester I needed a foreign language. I have web design. I'm just trying to keep my coding fresh with that one, and because I'm in prerequisite hell, I might as well just take an elective. And it's semi-relevant, you know. And then I'm taking my pre-calculus class. So there we go. Also, dude, I haven't left the house in 2 days. So this is gonna be good for me. Can I do a toasted onion bagel, please, with scallion cream cheese? And that's it.
It is a race for time, what I'm doing here. Losing fuel as I reach the atmosphere. I wanna stare at the sun without a shroud. But if I burn my eyes, can I still be proud?
Young lady, I don't have extra of the form. I'll get more for Monday.
So I'm excited.
I don't know how I went all day long without my cats. It's much longer days than my last semester was, but it was good. I immediately needed to take off my bra and my earrings. It was a really good day though. I feel good about all of my classes. In some ways this semester is a lot harder than last semester, and in some ways it's gonna be a lot easier. Like my programming class last semester was pretty challenging, and this website class web design class is like nothing to me because we're learning HTML5 to build a website, and it's a pretty simple concept to grasp now that I've been through the ringer with intro to programming. I'm like sitting in web design today thinking, wow, I used to do this when I was 11, building my MySpace background. Do any of you guys remember that? We could get these like MySpace templates to personalize our MySpace pages, and then to make adjustments to that like background template, we would adjust the code, the HTML code. It's all coming back to me now, but I'm like, wow, this feels a lot more intuitive than Python. But we're also learning JavaScript towards the end, and then CSS, I think it is, I'm not sure. So that class will be fairly simple, but also interesting. My Spanish class, I think it's gonna push me to learn the language a lot more because this teacher is a lot more on it. I think that's kind of what I need. Sorry, I just heated up rice in the microwave because I'm starving, but I need to be pushed in Spanish for sure. Because I know a lot of vocab, it's like the applying it, the practice speaking and creating a sentence, you know? Because I know a lot more written, but not orally. So this class, she's like, does the cold calling and a lot of group work. I have a group project at the end of the semester, which will be my first group project. I managed to get out of the group projects last semester. I don't know how I did that. And then my math class, it was really good to see my professor from last semester. I feel really, really grateful to have him again because I already understand the way he explains things. Like today was a review of the quadratic formula, complete the square, basic factoring, like how to solve a quadratic basically. All of it seemed pretty innate to me because I practiced it so much last semester. And I'm just so grateful to have stacked my classes the way that I do because I think the way I work the best, let me know if you're similar. If you have large sections of time for like head down work and deep focus work, you can get so much more done than trying to switch between tasks constantly. Like Mondays are all school. Tuesdays and Thursdays are all my business and all YouTube and homework. And then I have Friday, Saturday, Sunday. So I feel like this is so good, and I feel very, very lucky because if I didn't get into this math class, then the last one I had signed up for would be like 3 to 4 hours of math on Friday, and no one wants to do that. But as long as I stay with it, like I'm probably likely to be using that extra time to be in the tutoring center because unfortunately my math professor's office hours are during my web design class. On both days he's available, so I can't do that. But I'm really excited. I feel really like I'm on the right path. I have always enjoyed learning the why. I think that's something I've felt since I was a kid. Like I remember my mom having a book. I don't know. Have you heard of this book? It's called The Big Book of Tell Me Why. My mom's gonna watch this and be like, yeah. Because I would ask so many ridiculous questions to her, she had no clue after a while. She's a very intelligent woman, but after a while, you can't answer the questions. So it was like, here are all the questions you could possibly ask as a kid, and here's a book, look it up. I'm just sort of having a bunch of aha moments this year. It's nice because like I feel like I've taken the pressure off of myself to have everything figured out. I usually see a lot of things in black and white, but I feel good because I'm grasping concepts well. I know I'm just in pre-calculus, but I was like, I feel smart today. And it was a little bit sad though, because a lot of my math friends, I mean, I didn't see anyone I knew today. That's kind of sad. I had like a couple people I knew in my programming class last semester, but I had a really good friend in my algebra class and I miss her. I should text her. I had a couple good friends actually. Our whole class was like this, which is really rare. So anyway, I don't go back to school until Monday. I have plans this weekend to go thrifting in Williamsburg, so I'm hoping to vlog that. I'm also helping my friend move this weekend in New Jersey. That'll be fun. And then I'm seeing one of my girlies who you may or may not know on Saturday night. And I do have some homework, so I have to buckle down and do that. But tonight, what I want to do is I want to, well, okay, I just have a bag of steamed rice sitting here, but I'm going to heat up a bag of lentils, put it over this rice. I got my contacts because my eyes are dry, shut off the lights and turn on Heated Rivalry. I reactivated my HBO Max membership so I could finish this. I also got some snacks for Heated Rivalry. Got a Malta India, and then I got peach rings. How do you do? Come here. You were so staticky, my guy. Whee! Side note, this is one of my greatest achievements. This is Vaseline. See, super empty. I cleaned this out. I've had this since 2020. I'm so impressed. Yes. Ready? Ready? Are you ready?
I don't ask for too much. Oh, but I need more than nothing. And though a little bit of your touch wouldn't be enough, it's only just more than nothing.
I tried to read last night and I nearly fell asleep, so we're not going to be reading tonight, but I'm going to close out this day with my new favorite game. Have you guys heard of this game called Hello Kitty World? It's a little niche. Mechanism number 3. Oh my gosh. The day has come to go thrifting again. We're gonna start at Buffalo Exchange. I'm really excited about because I was just there in my last video. I mean, it's a dangerous thing because I tend to go overboard with the earrings. But yeah, I'm going with my friend Olivia. It's gonna be fun. Just for a couple hours. I need an early night tonight because I'm getting up early tomorrow. Wow. I have these really long hairs that are crying out to be plucked. For anyone who watched my video last week, you know I was having struggles with my heat. My heat went out once more after that video. Apparently they've ordered a new part, so I don't know what they've been doing to get the boiler back on, but I guess it should just continue to be a temporary problem. But today it is very warm in here and I'm not complaining. It feels great.
Which one are you? I gotta take a picture.
Let me tell you, it is fascinating connecting dots in your life as an adult. As I mentioned earlier, you know, I realized a couple months ago that I feel better suited for a career path in engineering.
Yeah, that's why her fat ass is getting bigger. It's like getting bigger.
Before even remembering that my grandfather was an agricultural engineer, and I grew up around his farm, observing how it all functioned. Some of my fondest memories of him were harvesting his homegrown garlic together with my sister, and then helping to sell it at the farmer's market. I've had so many career paths and interests in my life so far that I'm realizing is a reflection of the people I shared DNA with and who influenced me the most through my childhood. I look so good. I have to get it. I have to. This is incredible. Feeling very child-free auntie, you know what I mean? I don't think I've ever felt more confident. Excuse me. It's the glasses too. Apparently it just came into the thrift store. Oh, I got a sneeze. I ate so much pho that I wasn't sure if that was gonna come out as a sneeze or if I was gonna throw up. This is a vibe. I think I've reached my full form. I didn't try these on, so we'll see if they actually fit, but I feel like they should because they're super stretchy. Can you just imagine me wearing this to math class one day? These are great. I actually really like these. It's hard to see in a camera, I guess, but there's a little tie wrap thing that wraps around the front and the back. Oh wait, I almost forgot. These are the earrings that I got to go with the jacket, or just to wear in general. They're little lollipops. So cool. They have the best earrings there. These were $6.50. Yay. I'm laughing at myself so hard right now. I'm on the train, and this whole train is metal, but I have a metal mount for this camera and it wasn't sticking to anything, so I'm just like holding up my camera to different parts of the wall hoping it sticks, and everyone's like, what are you doing? Whenever I have this whole side of the train to myself. It's very early, but honestly it's kind of nice.
This is the one that's out there. The next stop on this train will be Chambers Street. Stand clear of the door, please.
There's like 3 of us that are moving her, but I did bring the team some apple cider donuts from Queens, so hopefully that raises some spirits.
It's okay. Good meet. No. Like, I didn't know that things were collecting in here. Oh my god. So nasty. We're getting there. Back from Jersey. Cleaning aggressively. The person who's coming over is allergic to cats. Just making sure there's as little cat hair as possible and dander. So I have my air purifier on blast. I can't believe I got everything done in time. What a day. It feels like I just woke up, but so much has happened. I'm gonna sleep so well tonight. I need some caffeine. I don't know how much caffeine is in a Diet Coke, but I didn't have time for a nap. I either need caffeine or a margarita. I'm excited for Georgina to meet the kitties, but now they like to run and hide, so it takes them a minute to come out. Sorry, I just spaced out. Oh, the lighting is so bad. Hi! We love Kono and Deli. Chelsea, obviously.
We're gonna go get a drink. Woo, woo, woo. I went in, got Mexican food on my way home. It was really good to have
have someone come to my neighborhood. I'm usually always the one that's going to Manhattan, so it was just really nice. There's so many good spots around here that I'm dying to show you, but I'm gonna have to wait until I leave because everything's just a little too close, you know. Gosh, my Queens tour, if I ever move out of Queens, is gonna be lit. I got mole enchiladas and they gave me rice and beans with that and chips and salsa. I'm gonna eat this, get comfy, watch Heated Rivalry. It's 9:30. Happy Saturday night. So good.
Thanks so much for watching, everybody. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up before you go. Consider subscribing. And just to clarify, that is a doorknob on the table. It's a long story. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next week. Love you. Bye.